Diabetes describes a group of metabolic diseases in which the person has high blood glucose levels over a prolonged period. Here, we sort out the recent researches of diabetes. We sort out 8 articles to give you a better understanding of the progress of diabetes. First, heart hormones protect against obesity and insulin resistance. Researchers at Sanford Burnham Purby's Medical Discovery Institute and Fudan University have shown that enhanced natriuretic peptide signaling in adipose tissue protects against obesity and insulin resistance. This finding suggests that boosting levels of NPS in adipose tissue may be an important avenue to combating metabolic disease. Second, treating type 1 diabetes by engineering pancreatic islets outside the body. To explore that potential, the National Science Foundation has funded a multi-university study led by researchers at the University of Pittsburgh's Swanson School of Engineering, who are investigating the use of human pluripotent stem cells to engineer pancreatic islets in the lab. A major goal of the research is to develop a method of vascularizing islets in vitro, which studies suggest will result in higher viability and enhanced function after the transplant. Third, common obesity and diabetes drug could reduce rise in brain pressure. Over a 3-year period, researchers at the University of Birmingham examined the GLP-1 agonist drugs, which used in the treatment of diabetes and obesity could reduce intracranial pressure in an animal model of raised brain pressure. Fourth, sleep duration and risk of type 2 diabetes. A study has found that children who slept on average 1 hour less a night had higher risk factors for type 2 diabetes, including higher levels of blood glucose and insulin resistance. Fifth, underskin transplants show promise for type 1 diabetes. In theory, transplanting insulin-producing cells into the body should work as a treatment for type 1 diabetes. However, in practice, researchers face many challenges, especially in finding a non-hostile environment for the cells. Now, a new study describes a tissue engineering approach that may create a suitable environment under the skin. 6. Immunotherapy shows promise in type 1 diabetes. The term immunotherapy means modifying the action of the immune system in order to treat disease. It's often used in reference to cancer treatment, which is another exciting application of the therapy. Researchers from King's College London and Cardiff University have published the results of a clinical trial which shows that the therapy also has potential in the treatment of type 1 diabetes. 7th, MK8722 relieves diabetes but induces cardiac hypertrophy. Researchers from Merck & Company developed MK8722, a potent, direct, allosteric activator of all 12 mammalian AMP complexes. In rodents and rhesus monkeys, MK8722 mediated AMP activation in skeletal muscle induced robust, durable, insulin-independent glucose uptake and glycogen synthesis, with resultant improvements in glycemia and no evidence of hypoglycemia. 8th, systemic F2 isoprostan levels in predisposition to obesity and type 2 diabetes. The review summarizes new findings from epidemiological studies and a novel interpretation of metabolic determinants of systemic F2 isoprostan levels. as a favorable phenotype. Multiple observations indicate that systemic F2 isoprostan levels reflect intensity of oxidative metabolism, a major endogenous source of reactive oxygen species, and specifically, the intensity of fat utilization. As one of the world-leading suppliers of chemical reagents and kinase inhibitors, Bach Sciences has directed sincere efforts toward providing customers with high-quality small molecule reagents for diabetes research. Besides, Bach Sciences can provide the related impurities and metabolites to our customers for research.